Hundreds and thousands of books have been written on the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, and more so in the modern times. However, Aksi Mufti's Muhammad in modern times must be welcomed as a path-breaking contribution to this subject. I say this for 4 reasons. First, as the author explains, current studies divide civilizations into 2 separate worlds, Eastern civilization and Western civilizations. They are 2 parallel worlds transposed in many ways. Studies today consider parallel inversion a proper comparative perspective. Aksi Mufti Sahab has questioned and challenged this version and then presented how Prophet Muhammad had a new and unique way to look at the civilization. For instance, civilization studies focus on such contrasting themes as creation or evolution for scientific perspectives on the origins of the universe. Authenticity of historical approaches is evaluated according to the rules of acceptance of oral and written sources. Criteria for the perception of truth are distinguished on the basis of revelation and reason, religion and science, and nature and human beings. The movement of civilization is measured in terms of tradition and modernity, mechanism and dynamism, regression and progress. The objects and subjects of knowledge are distinguished between material, physical, and tangible are counted as facts, spiritual, ethical, and moral are disregarded as unscientific and intangible and subjective values. 17 chapters from 4 to 21 in the book analyze most of these phenomena of parallel inversions. The author analyzed already the parallels like tangible and intangible in his previous book on Allah, Measuring the Intelligible. It is for this reason that the present book starts with chapter 4. The author argues that Muhammad introduced a new perspective on studies on civilization. Instead of clash, opposition, and contrast, Muhammad observed the above as balancing civilizational processes. The notion of balance ensures better understanding of progress. The author argues that one must take religion seriously because it unravels the mystery of human mind. Muhammad did not expound a new religion. His mission was to revive, refresh the one religion preached by all the prophets preceding him. His struggle was to purify what had been corrupted. More significantly, this approach helps us understanding the value of diversity in grounding the civilization in local contexts. Ignoring the evident diversity in languages, cultures, and customs dissuades the scientists to approach and to appreciate the positive role of subjectivity in literature, art, and human imagination. Attaining uniformity at the cost of such diversity leads only to the notion of clash of civilizations and to the arrogance of end of history decided by victory and hegemony. Second reason for welcoming this book is that notwithstanding the huge volume of literature and critical studies, Muhammad is misread more in modern times than ever before. The current rise of Islamophobia, wrapped in the abject bigotry and bias against Muhammad, is an outcome of misreading Muhammad in modern times. Third reason for applauding the author has to do with his dismay that the general account of Muhammad written by the believers are unnecessarily exaggerated. They are unfortunately unhelpful in understanding the unique message of the whole last prophet. Stressing the significance of Muhammad in modern times, Iqbal wrote, The Prophet of Islam seems to stand between the ancient and the modern world. As far as source of revelation is concerned, he belongs to the ancient world. Insofar as the spirit of revelation is concerned, he belongs to the modern world. This book responds to Iqbal's call. As the title asserts, the book is more about Muhammad as a phenomenon and as an experience in modern times. Unfortunately, the West continues to assert that modernity is Western by definition and by experience. Lastly, and the fourth reason, which we all appreciate or should appreciate, is that book is primarily addressed to a general reader. Aksi Mufti writes in a style closer to civil wisdom and common sense. Because he is Mufti by birth, Aksi or mirror-like person by nature, psychologist by choice, anthropologist and folklorist by profession, and a literati bureaucrat in the tradition of Qudratullah Shahab and Mumtaz Mufti. The fact is that the modern environment of scholarship, non-specialist reader feels lost in the hard-to-grasp technical vocabularies and tedious theoretical arguments and exaggerated emphasis on the stark scientific method. Aksi Mufti's Muhammad in modern times is authentic research work. It is neither apologetic nor scholastic. It is not written in the conventional style of biography. It is worthy gift by the author to a general reader. I am sure that a large mass of readers will love this story of Muhammad in modern times, told by Aksi Mufti in an innovative style.